Jaunt around a city that takes your breath away.
Je suis enchanté. Où est la bibliothèque? Voilà mon passeport. Ah, Gérald Depardieu. Baguette. Baguette. Feu de fafa. Feu de fafa, fafa. Feu de fafa. Aïe. Feu de fafa. Feu de fafa, fafa. Feu de fafa. Aïe.
Et maintenant le voyage à la supermarché. Pomme la mousse. Ananas. Jus d'orange. Bœuf. Soupe de jour. Camembert. Jacques Cousteau. Baguette. Oh.
Bonjour.
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 Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour mon petit perro de chien.
Ça va?
Ça va, ça va?
Ça va.
Voilà la conversation dans le parc.
Où est le livre?
À la bibliothèque.
Et la musique danse?
À la discothèque.
Et les discothèques?
C'est bébé. Un, deux, trois, quatre. Feu de fafa.
Fou fa 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 fa.
Feu de fafa. Aïe. Feu de fafa.
Fou fa 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 fa.
Feu de fafa. Aïe.
Où est la piscine?
Pardon moi?
Où est la piscine? Splish splash.
Oh, je ne comprends pas.
Parlez-vous le français? Parlez-vous le français?
Non.
Oh.
Feu de fafa. Feu de fafa, fafa. Feu de fafa. Aïe.
Fou fa fa.
Feu de fafa, fafa.
Fou fa fa.
Aïe.
Magnussen, Grosjean, Russell et Kubica. Esteban Ocon chez Renault en lieu et place de Hülkenberg. Ferrari dans un autre ordre, mais troisième, Vettel quatrième, Leclerc cinquième et Gasly bien plus loin et sixième. À propos de Gasly, il a échangé son baquet avec Albon, bien sûr. Albon qui a donc rejoint Red Bull, tandis que Gasly est à nouveau chez Toro Rosso. Les pilotes font quelques essais de départ avant de monter en piste, mais voilà, ils s'apprêtent à partir. C'est le cas de Norris, c'est le cas de Russell. Ils sont particulièrement nombreux dans quelques-unes des tribunes, tout d'orange vêtu, et effectivement ça fait chaud au cœur. Certainement l'un des meilleurs actuels.
On circuit, a revelation of course in the past, last year and this year's so those are the three cars. Robert
Ils sont particulièrement nombreux dans quelques-unes des tribunes, tout d'orange vêtu, et effectivement ça fait chaud au cœur.
Charles Leclerc, the man on provisional pole, sets off for the final 4.3 miles of this qualifying session to see if he can extend his advantage and claim a third pole position in Formula One. He's so lightning fast that any slipstream Lewis Hamilton's trying to pick up from that Ferrari is disappearing fast, but he's still getting a bit of an effect by the time they get to the top of the hill. Leclerc a 10th up then, Hamilton a 30.5, Sebastian Vettel a 29.8, he's up on his teammate.
It's a personal best for Hamilton, but still 6, 7 tenths shy. He'll pick it up, some of that in the middle part of the lap, but Vettel then getting a lovely tow, a lovely slipstream to the top of the hill in 29.8 seconds.
We'll see how that affects him in the middle sector because he's a bit closer to Lewis Hamilton than I think he might actually would have wanted. Charles Leclerc then plunging down to the lowest part of the track through the Fagnes chicane and onwards towards Stavelot and the curve at Paul Frere. The middle sector timing will come up now, and he's 2 tenths up. Charles Leclerc stretching his advantage, but Lewis Hamilton's pulled back 2 tenths on Leclerc through that middle part of the lap, and Sebastian Vettel has lost time in comparison to both Hamilton and Leclerc, so it's pretty neck and neck between the two Ferraris.
Yeah, Vettel though, that's not a great middle sector for Vettel, is it? 44 seconds, 4 tenths shy of his teammate. That's going to hurt him.
I did wonder if he was a bit too close to the Mercedes. Verstappen crosses the line, stays 5th fastest. Charles Leclerc goes quicker. He's on provisional pole. Lewis Hamilton on the front row with him. Can Sebastian Vettel make it a lockout? He can. It's a Ferrari front row lockout as it was in Bahrain. They have confirmed their pace here at Spa.
Now up to 6th position as he cuts the beam, and we're on to lap number 2. De Vries, Delatraz, Aiken, Sete Camera, Matsushita, and then Giotto moving past Nikita Mazepin. Mick Schumacher in 8th position, losing a couple of places on that first lap as the Sauber Junior team driver there, Manuel Correa and Sean Gallel get very close. Now, what sort of commitment do they have through Eau Rouge? Actually, De Vries saying that Dawn is a more interesting car. Oh, there's a big crash there. There's a car who lost it. Car has lost it on the way in. Oh, no. Oh, that's a
now, please, ladies and gentlemen, the outstanding for the national anthem of Belgium.
Noble Belgique, ô mère chérie, à toi nos cœurs, à toi nos bras, à toi notre sang, ô patrie. Nous le jurons tous, tu vivras toujours grande et belle, et notre invincible unité aura pour devise immortelle le roi, la loi, la liberté, aura pour devise immortelle le roi, la loi, la liberté.
Great start from Albon. Sainz has stalled on the grid. Sebastian Vettel tucks in behind Charles Leclerc. Lewis Hamilton on the inside, trying to get it. Vettel, Kimi Räikkönen has been made contact with and is bouncing over the curb, as is Nico Hülkenberg back there in the Renault as well. Charles Leclerc leads them down through Eau Rouge from Hamilton, and Vettel and Bottas in fourth. Behind Bottas comes Verstappen, and we see them now on the Kemmel Straight. A long lead there for Charles Leclerc. Here comes Sebastian Vettel again. He's going wheel to wheel with Lewis Hamilton. The Ferrari is ahead and into second place as Bottas tucks behind his teammate into fourth. And that is out. That is Max Verstappen out already. And you can hear the groans. Let's have a look here on the inside. Räikkönen and Verstappen, that's where the contact was made there.
That could well have damaged the steering rod. That's the risk of La Source. Max will have to take the blame for that one, I'm afraid. He's got, look, you can see his steering's not activating as it is. It goes at the top of the hill. Well, he nearly took somebody else with him.
Come on, Gustav! Come on! Ferrari, Mercedes. Charles Leclerc ahead of Sebastian Vettel. No lock-up so far going through the chicane. Lando Norris is in fifth ahead of the two Hasses, and then the racing point of Sergio Perez. And Leclerc doing very nicely indeed to pull as big a gap as he possibly can as his teammate Sebastian Vettel locks up, and that could cost him dear going into the source. Lewis Hamilton's already on his tail now, just pulls into behind the rear wing of the Ferrari to get the slipstream as they begin the climb up Radion and along the Kemmel Straight. Charles Leclerc leads the Belgian Grand Prix. Close enough to have a challenge on Kevin Magnussen. Here he is going to have a go. Diving down the inside is Alex Albon. I think Magnussen made that quite easy for him, but it was nice to see Gasly giving it everything with Sergio Perez. Kimi Raikkonen is just ahead. We're back on board with a Toro Rosso. It could be Hakkinen, Schumacher and Riccardo Zonta all over again. This time it's Perez ahead of Gasly, ahead of Raikkonen. On lap 19 of this Belgian Grand Prix, and the standing ovation in memory of Antoine Hubert. We tragically lost that rising star this weekend here at Spa.
Leclerc then 6.3 seconds ahead now as these two fight over second place, and Hamilton's much closer.
Here he comes, Lewis Hamilton. You can hear the cheers from some of the British fans waving the Hamilton flags. He pulls out alongside Sebastian Vettel. He pulls ahead. Looking to see which way Fiat's going. He pushes him as far to the left-hand side as he possibly can. He couldn't defend and keep the place. He stays ahead of Alex Albon as Pierre Gasly now has Grosjean and then Giovinazzi, who pitted last of all behind him. And Albon's going to go the long way round Rivage, going wheel to wheel with Daniel Ricciardo. Not often you see a move happening there. No Name Corner is next. That's bold if he's going to go past Ricciardo there. Hamilton now through the middle sector is throwing down an epic challenge.
They all want Hamilton's crown, but he's not going to be easily beaten, is he? He never gives up.
Charles Leclerc standing on the top of the podium for the first time ever would be a pretty good high. That is the Alfa Romeo of Antonio Giovinazzi, and he's gone off at Pouon.
He dropped it mid-corner, that's unusual.
Ferrari came here with the advantage on paper. It's not been plain sailing on the asphalt, but Charles Leclerc can now see the checkered flag, and for the first time ever, Charles Leclerc wins a Formula One Grand Prix. Charles Leclerc wins the Belgian Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton is second. Valtteri Bottas will come home for third.
Yes, we are on the Francorchamps National Circuit, near the town of Spa. 9 miles of ordinary country roads form a triangle that is one of the finest and fastest motor racing circuits in Europe. At the apex of the triangle, the hairpin of La Source and the start of the circuit. To the right, the curve at Bernonville, then Malmedy Corner and the fast Master Straight. At the foot, Stavelot Corner, and finally, past La Carrière and Blanchimont, the difficult climb to La Source and back to the grandstands again.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, partez, messieurs!
At Ridillon, Fangio is in the lead in front of Castellotti and Moss in third place. And then the field. Musso in his Maserati got off to a bad start and is 13th. Fangio has the lead still, but Moss has taken second position from Castellotti in front of Kling, Berra and Farina. Then Hawthorne, Trintignant, Neres, Pediza, Rosier and Musso. Master, always Fangio in front of Moss and Castellotti. But Farina has passed Berra. Hollowell Corner. The speed is fantastic. Fangio is first into Stavelot. Moss follows, and the rest comes scorching behind. At the beginning of the return ascent, Fangio is on his own in front, but Sterling Moss isn't far behind.